the thing.
Heads? Yeah. Tails?
Tails. My break.
Yep. Thank you. Sorry. Alright, good.
And welcome back, everybody, to the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championship. Another great round-robin match here. The seniors champ, Igor Figueiredo, taking it on Sam McGrath. Sam does a lot of work with the nuts and bolts in the PAPSA organization. And Ajaya, the president, work hard at the academy in San Jose. Sam might be a little in tough, but you've earned the right to be here. I'll see if he can put up a good fight against this strong Brazilian. It's David Burney in the booth. If you have any, our chat is open. For any comments or questions, concerns, who you're rooting for, going for the American and Sam, or the blazing Brazilian, as he's called, the Senna of snooker, Igor. But Sam's in first. It's a tricky red going along the top cushion there. Pace on that safety shot. Didn't sell out the red, but unfortunately there is a red to the left middle. I wonder if just Sam forgot about that one. And has he given Igor a chance? It's tough sometimes. You give this gentleman one chance, you're going to be sitting for quite a while thinking about that last shot that you took. Looks like he's got a couple of reds. red to the middle there, as you can see, but red nearest the top right corner. Oh, just got in there. That red goes by the blue. Get a little extra extension on his cue, using the rest. Let's run this to be on the black. That nice safe red by the blue just in case he runs out of position. But he's perfect shape on that red in the middle of the clusters. Looks like he can run through. Just peering slowly over his shoulder. Wasn't sure if Jason Williams was going to take his shot. He's on the adjacent table. See, of course, just looking where he wants to be. Put his cue ball to have that red to the corner pocket. I think he'll have to just flick them off. Doesn't really need to run into the pink there. He was on the right side of the blue. We haven't had a century. He just ran just a bit too much. Just goes to show that these are big pockets here. The Aryan Snooker Club, Sacramento, California, the host venue for the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championships. So, frame now is Igor, so I can kind of relax a little bit, but still would like to dig in. Put up at least a century. Good pink. Get by that red to the other red that's just left of the pink. Put it into the top left corner. The angle just to get right behind this red. It's on the cushion. Does need the final red to get the century. And Sam's just got to shake it off. Know that it's just one frame. You need 3 to win. Definitely is intimidating when your player comes out and knocks in pretty close to a century in their first visit. He's got a thin red here, big shot here. Keep the hopes of the century alive. And it's there. Big red there. Got a good angle. Take the black in, come off top and right cushion. Get up there for the yellow. This black for a century and building. Fans here at the Aryan Snooker Club give a good round of applause. The 129's on. Now has the high run of the tournament. It's only day 2. 3 more days to go after this. Too far for the green. He's got to use the rest. A little extension on his cue. Just looks as cool as a cucumber out there. Just taking this break at his pace, controlling the flow. Oh, but he broke down on the brown. But an impressive 107 to get this match started for Igor Figueiredo. We'll be right back with frame 2.
My break? Yes.
And we're back. Sam McGrath going to be breaking off. Yeah, Sam didn't do too much wrong. Just made one mistake, and Igor punished him, got in, and just that's what these great big builders do. Give them a little sniff of a hope. They get in, get in a few balls, get some confidence. Next thing you know, the frame is done, and you're breaking off to start the next frame. Oh, can Sam take one here over the big Brazilian? He's left the red on top left corner, right there in the middle side. You can take it on, stun down for the black. Wow, impressive cue. Or just screw it back there to be on the blue. Igor's at it again. Nice little flick off that red, as you can see, put him nicely onto this pink. He pushed that red too far. So that red, as you can see there, and it looks like there's a gap there. Come up for the blue. Or he's found a gap for the pink. Certainly is a lovely split of these red balls. Got a good angle. Get that pink back in the same pocket that he just pocketed in, but it's got this red first. like he's high enough. He can just stun in the cushion and hold for that red to the right of the black. Right, Cortex voicing his support for Igor. Good to see. The chat is open. Feel free to cheer on each player. Igor's looking pretty strong. The second frame. Impressive. Oh. The commentator's curse. So Igor breaks down on 51. This is a big opportunity for Sam. He needs to capitalize. He's been frozen out. Just needs to take the table at his pace. I'm not happy with that one. Sir, high smile comes across his face. Can't afford just to take 1 point against such a powerhouse as Igor. He's got this red into left middle. Again, he's back in prime position. So 66 in it, 67 on the table. Sam needs Igor to falter here. He does. Sam's able to run out the table with blacks here. That would be the break of his life. The break of the tournament, their break of the history of PAPSA. Celebrate their 20-year anniversary with this tournament here in Sacramento. This is exactly what Sam needs to do. Igor off the table. It's a tough cut back black, but definitely a shot he can make. Actually, I don't think a run out will happen, but as long as he's at the table, he's in control. Yeah, the difference is 56. There's 51 on the table, so it's a shot Sam need, and now that double. I don't think Sam's going to be coming back to this table in the second frame. Igor is going to have a commanding 2-0 lead. This round robin match. Nice way to get behind this tricky red into the corner pocket. So Sam McGrath does have an uphill battle. He'll be trailing in the match 2-0, one away from extinction in this match. But don't discredit him. Just needs a few chances. Hopefully he can get it from Igor when we return. Back here, Igor Figueiredo breaking off, looking for the whitewash, looking very calm out there. His demeanor doesn't look like anything's really bothering him. You know, he's definitely up against it. One of the favorites in this tournament, Igor is. Been a nice statement shot there by Sam, that long red. Unfortunately, it's given Igor a chance. 2 reds, one in the green pocket, the one close to the blue into the top right, electing for the green pocket red. He's come up nicely on the blue, maybe a little straight, but just can run through. Choice of those 2 reds that are open on the right side. It's got a good angle on this blue to smack the pink right in the face and open up some reds. Just gonna pluck off these reds. Doesn't need to go into them just yet. There's got about 4 reds. Well, that one red that's below the cluster in the middle. Once that goes in, that's going to free up that other red on the bottom of the reds. anybody stop Igor in this tournament. I think if he's going to stop one of these Brazilians, might be the person to do it. To discredit any of the Canadians and Americans that are on the side of the draw, but Igor is the man to beat. Close to another half century. He's already got a ton. Try to whoosh that pink in there, just rattled in the jaws, didn't drop.
Still a 5 o'clock match.
Well, Sam is in. He's got a red. He's got obviously pink that's just setting over the green pocket as he's pretty high on that black. Does have the blue as well. Just need to avoid the bulk colors. Got the blue. If this matchup wraps up pretty quickly, obviously Sam's not wanting that to happen. Might get our youngest competitor in this tournament, Henrique Feria, taking on Amit Karki. Henrique, just 15 years old. Did play in the PAPS Open when we were down in Rio. Didn't make it up to Montreal, but glad that he's come up to Sacramento with the Brazilian squad. cut, so 40 points in it. 75 on the table. And pink and black over pockets, so who's ever able to convert on a red should have a high value color. Sam's got a nice cue ball. Put Igor tight to that bulk cushion. And Igor's attempting that long red. Didn't sell out, so Sam gonna just try and run and hide back in the bulk area. Dangerously close to a long red there. Well, he's left a red into the left middle. You think Sam's got to take this on. Just found all parts of the pocket except the bottom on that one. So Igor with the upside down snooker. Sam can see the reds, but he's just hampered by that blue ball. Be queuing over top of it. Left this red out for Igor. A little high on it. A little thick. If there was a 3-ball plant there, it might be on, but it's very difficult. Igor playing the cross double here. You see element of save to it. Well, we went the other side, but still equally safe. It's not going to get punished for this double kiss, I don't think. There's a gap there just to flick off that red on the right side of those 5 reds in the middle of the table. by the black. Looks like just a sliver. Just enough to give him the pot. And he's got the black onto the same pocket. So it's like the Brazilian's going to take this. Just needs red and a color. Pink's just sitting over the pocket. We'll take blue to come on back down the table for those two reds in the middle. Oh, very fancy. Pulling the draw. Should probably be it for Sam here. Now he'll probably try and cheer on his opponent to try and get the half century. Oh, flicks out and there's handshakes there. So Igor Figueiredo whitewashes Sam McGrath. And our featured match right there. I'm just going to jump on over to another table where we have Andy McCluskey and Ricardo de Souza Silva. And their best of three match. Looks like Andy's trailing by 4 points, but is up 2 frames to 0. And they're on the colors. And while they're playing away, they'll be setting up Henrique Feria taking on Amit Karki. And that match starts. We'll jump over there if this one still is in progress, but Andy'd like to get this frame done and dusted and finish off the match. This is going to go back. Ricardo does have. Yeah, well, it looks a lot easier on the TV screens, but then he's got the green afterwards. But you know, I don't know about this. And he's a veteran of the game, 2-time Seattle Snooker Open champion. Expect them to miss there. Ooh, that green staying out. Luckily there. No colors on their spot. Everything all over the place. Looks like blue and brown are relatively safe. just came off the horn there. Wasn't too happy with that. Giving Ricardo a chance. A good angle to come up for the green ball. This is very thin. Oh, he's gone in off. Fancy Andy to make this green. See how Dangle looking good to break out that brown. Almost by a tap on the table from his opponent. So just 3 points in this third frame. When Ricardo needs to win to keep his hopes alive of winning the match. Ooh, he might have a very nice. Tough to tell if he's got the snooker there. Yeah, it looks like he does. Good shot there by Andy. Gets out of it nicely and doesn't leave the brown on. The big ball is going to be the blue in this break, or frame I should say. And he gets the brown. He's up by 1. Ricardo gets the brown. He's up by 7. Still 18 would have been on. Certainly a long pot, but it definitely is on for Andy. I won't be surprised if he gives it a shot. Oh, he might have it. Oh, there goes the white, and there goes the brown. I think if you're Ricardo, just make sure the brown on this shot. You'll still be at the table when it goes down. I don't know about trying anything too fancy here. So many times do we see these bulk colors not go in. The player has ball in hand in the D, and they're thinking about something else. 7 points in it. 8:22 on the table. Ooh, double kisses are only good in France. That's a dreaded one. Definitely. Brown is right over the pocket. Don't go in off again. Whoa. That looks pretty tight to the cushion there. This looks like object ball and cushion with the white ball at the same time. He's going to look to play safe. Almost went in off. That would have been catastrophe. Just got a piece of it. Those cue balls are racing down the table. Collision midstream. He baited Andy a chance. Take this green, or take this blue into the green pocket. He has, and it's there. Oh, he's coming down very nicely on this pink. It's just pull up a little bit. Oh, a run. It's not his favorite place to be on the table. Just needs the pink for frame and match, so he can put all his concentration into it. Just a little too thick. Now Ricardo needs pink and black to get his first frame on the board. Just squirted out. Just rattled on the top of the pocket, but didn't fall. Good wait for the safety. Pink is safe. White coming up close to that bulk cushion. Not super tight, but definitely enough that Ricardo can't use all of the cue ball. Oh, it might be his last shot in this match. Slight angle for Andy McCluskey. Pink. Frame, match. Does he have it? Oh, he does. Rifles that in there. Great game there. We're going to go back over to our featured TV table. Exciting little one right here with Amit Karki taking on the youngest competitor in the tournament, Henrique Feria. be seeing the future of Brazilian snooker right here. They've already got a stronghold in the Pan Am region. And heard of a young Peter Du, 21-year-old as well from America. He's making some noise in this tournament. And there's a few Canadians coming down the way. Rian Desani, David Wu. So there's a few names, not a lot, but baby steps, we're getting there. It's best of 5. Might have left a little pathway past that black. Enrican first.
Switching. Don't switch for a minute. No idea what I'm switching on, so I should be able to work on this one. You're not looking at who always was at.
So not a hefty break there by the youngster. Ahmed with some distance. It's looking at that thin cut. He's going to lose control of his cue ball here. Oh, found a beautiful gap right there. That is a nice red and just went right through all the other reds to be nicely on the blue. Enrique just waiting for Jason Williams to take his shot.
Touch the red here. 7 gives 6.
What a job there by the youngster. As he hit that red. He hit the red with his cue, admitted his foul. It's great to see. What can Amit do with that mistake. Just to pull up, did enough. Pink just slides by that, but quick look by Amit. And the cue ball isn't going to pass that red to the potting angle, so he's got the blue into the yellow pocket. Not able to convert, and gifted the young Brazilian a red right here. Might be able to follow through and come off right and top cushion and be on the pink. Or just draw it back nicely for the pink. It's impressive stuff. He handles himself and carries himself quite well. He was telling me before this match that he was battling the Canadian Jason Williams, and he had 2 frames that went down to the final black. He's got a nice red here. Looks like a pink. Yeah, didn't want to risk it, so playing for the pink into the opposite middle pocket of that last red. It would be great, obviously. Maybe not rest, but just getting ball spotters would be fantastic. That's a good way to introduce juniors to the program. Get them to come out and they can just spot the balls. If there's a little bit of difficulty, obviously we see sometimes when spotting the pink in a big cluster of reds, they can call the head referee. He was only 13 when he played in the championship down in Brazil in Rio de Janeiro, so has had 2 years to work on his game, and as we've seen, there's very proficient Brazilians in this tournament, so he's had some good sparring partners. Just not able to get that green. But a nice 21 break, and hasn't left Amit with anything easy. Oh, what a long pot by the youngster. And he's come up beautifully on the blue, or the pink, I should say. with a nice little flick on that blue. So the path is getting down. Looks like it is there. Yeah, just not as easy as you wanted to, but this black, or this red, I should say. Jeez, I'm getting tongue-tied. This guy's getting me too excited. Fantastic long red there, just plumb on the pink. I got Emmett thinking about things. That green is going to block the potting path. As you can see, Enrique is just waiting for an Ernst Bezimer, maybe wearing one of the loudest polo shirts. He did have the angle. Great eyes, youngster. So it's got a 32-point advantage. 65 on the or 67 on the table. Nice effort for the plant, but I think it was safety was more important. It's acknowledged by a tap on the table. Just seen Emmett when another player that uses a glove. He carries an ash cue. One of the few over here in the Pan American region. This event, friend Ali Alisay does wear the glove, but he's got the carbon fiber shaft. He's giving Enrique a chance. Don't know if he needed to hit it that hard, but did wobble in the jaws and didn't find the bottom of the pocket. So it has a red above the black. Like there's a pathway, but it's a more mid-range shot. This is a relatively shorter shot, but it does have to use the rest. There's a clear path to that green pocket for this red. Might have just rushed just a little. Wasn't tempted in to take that cut, trying to play the safe shot, get behind the brown. Great discipline by Enrique. Long red there by Amitz. Ping to right middle to take him up table for this red just below the green spot. Crawling back in this first frame, best of 5. Just rattled there. It's nice to get in back into the frame. 13-point break. Now only trailing by 12. So Henri just needs to retreat back to his cue case. Grab his telescopic extension. As the large redwoods are out. Those relatively safe. That's a thin cut. Emmett coming down to take a look at it. Smartly played by the youngster. And a nice retort by Amitz. Might have the snooker on both. Able to swerve around this black, get on the red. Almost brought that red near the top right corner, but it's ooh, it just airmails it by. A little worried of a free ball. So attempt number 2. Allowed 4 attempts, 3 putbacks in the round robin stage. think Emmett was going to miss it twice. Just cut there by Emmett. Trailing by 15. Getting down to the colors. Just taking a look at where he wants to get his cue ball after this brown, seeing where the red is. Nice long red there. This could be a great opportunity for Emmett to steal the first frame. Impressive stuff by Enrique, but it's there for the taking. Emmett just has to hold his nerve. Oh, but he falters on the black. Oh, he just can't believe it. Fortunate. Obviously that cue ball's gone tight to the left cushion. This is definitely a tough pot for the youngster. What a yellow. Oh, and it's got a gap between the black and blue. Potting angles there for the green. Red was his frame ball. Just like to put the blue in. Not give his opponent any chance to come back to the table. Looks like he's gonna take it up into the green pocket. That's a concession by Amit Karki. Enrique Faria takes this first frame, 57-33. He's only 15 years old. How will Amit respond in frame two? We'll find out when we come right back. that chance as Henrique. There's a red to this top right corner. And we might just have one more match on our TV table. Day 2 here, the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championships. David Burney in the booth. We've got a great match here. The youngster, youngest player in the tournament, Henrique Faria, taking on Amit Karki. Henrique took the first frame. It's a best of 5, so he just needs 2 more for his first match win. And that will make up a very exciting match against Ernst Bezimer in his group. So if he's able to get 2 match wins, the youngster will go into the knockout phase. But he's got to win this match first. Can't do what I'm doing. Get ahead of yourselves. Just got to take one shot at a time. Not think about the possibilities. Act in the now, not in the future. And got to forget the past. Oh, I just can't believe it. Yeah, unfortunately, pink is safe over there. Might have an angle actually just to run in that red and pink on the left side off this red. Just a small little screw back. So on this black, a little bit of difficulty, but really not much to worry about. Oh man, so close. But in snooker, it's so far. These really thin cuts. Oh, is going wild around. Does it have enough pace to get past the pack? I think he's just not on that black. Wow, what a blue that was. Great confidence there, struck it sweetly. Another big red down the line. Ow! As fearless this youngster is. This beautiful red down the cushion. right into the heart, stunning over beautifully for the black. Fearless this youngster is. So a little 14 break gives him a 19-5 lead for Enrique. He's put Emmett in a bit of trouble here. He's tight to the bulk cushion, but Emmett can clip off the pack if he doesn't cannon into that red that's near the right middle. And done well to avoid the horn too. Is he tempted to pot this at the top right? I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't take it on. Oh, so close. Pretty much was in the pocket and then spat it out. He's in again. These reds are nicely spread for him. Just got to keep good control of his cue ball. Oh, just maybe got ahead of himself there. Great shape on his next red, but the black wasn't able to go down. It's kind of now a little safe there on the left cushion. Big pockets here, big pockets. I've seen that stay out of pockets in other rooms that we visited. So I think there would be a great field for a Pabst Junior Championship. Obviously, Enrique would qualify for that. I know some youngsters back in the Vancouver area. Curious possibly what the age bracket would be. What's the cutoff for a junior? Would be 18 and under. So unfortunately that would eliminate Peter Dew, who's also in this tournament, 21-year-old American, just progressing incredibly well. First saw him at the American Masters, but had a good outing at the U.S. Nationals and continues to impress here at the Pan Am Championship. Tricky going into the middle cushions from down in the top area. Object ball rolling across the nap, just wanting to pull it back down to the top end. Oh, he's got a bit of fortune right there. Raises his hand. Some double kissing fluke there. well controlled there. He's zipped back that cue ball off that red. Got a nice yellow. Open up this red along the bulk cushion. Marvelous red along the cushion there. It's got an angle on the green. He just knows what to do and gets down on it. His thinking time isn't that much. He knows when it's a time to pot and a time to play safe. Pathway. Long blue goes by the red. Oh, who says there's no friends on a snooker table? That red helped out that blue. Get into the top left corner. Yeah. Enrique really enjoyed his potting ability, his tactical play, but really what has impressed me is his temperament. Nothing is phasing him. It's just like he's got a job to do and he just goes at it. As mentioned earlier, he went to 2 black balls against a former Canadian national champion in Jason Williams. He's got an angle on the brown, come off the cushion. Bit of a breakout. So did have that red, but unfortunately the brown didn't go down. Nice 21 break to increase his lead by 30 points, 41 to 11 over Amit Karki. 51 on the table. Only blue and green on their spots. Black and pink pretty tied up. Brown sitting pretty easy. Obviously, if you're pretty low on the yellow, it shouldn't be too bad to take it in the left middle. Very long brown. Tricky yellow, but should be able to get it. Really, I don't think he's got any real color that's going to help him get onto another red, but if that's the case, just focus on that color. Get those points. You're still at the table. You control your destiny, and hopefully you can clip off a red and give your opponent some nightmares when they come back to the table. Where's that cue ball headed? Ooh, wow. Very lucky there. Might be able to get behind the black here. I don't think he's happy with that shot. He's going to remind himself not to do that again. But 15 years old, his mind is just a sponge, soaking up everything about this game. He's got another chance possibly to get behind this black with his cue ball. Just missed it, but he might have got lucky with that blue. No, it's long pot is on there for Amit, but it's difficult. We'll have to watch out for that double kiss. Just flicked it enough and given Henrique a chance. That's how the angle on the brown to come down for that yellow to the opposite middle pocket. Play tough granite match play snooker and just trying to roll up on the brown. Didn't get the snooker, but Did not leave the pot on for Amit. Henrique up 20 with 27 on the table. Just needs yellow and green. He's the cover with the blue. He needs the cover with the blue. He's not going to get it. He's left this yellow on. Just a little difficult with the rest. I wonder if he just rushed it just a little. Oh, that was not the smart safety shot. And there's the path for that yellow. So Henrique just needing the yellow to put us into a snooker's required stage. It's a long yellow, but it's definitely a pot he can make. Oh. Jumped out of that pocket. Just a little pacey. There's a path there for Emmett to the potting angle for this yellow. It's a long yellow. I think that just rolled on just a bit too much. So again, it's got the snooker. Melons by a tap on the table. Good out. Oh, he almost fluked it out the blue. Just giving them a chance. Blue's relatively safe, and so is pink, so a lot of work for Emmett to do if he wants to steal this second frame. Doesn't have a frame yet. Doesn't want to go down 2-0. As the young 15-year-old Brazilian would only need one frame to win the match. So Henrique able to get out of the snooker. Unfortunately, he's left the green. Easily over the top left corner. Ooh, Ahmed almost snookered himself behind the pink against the brown. Enrique's just trying to thinly cut that brown in, trying to go for the jugular there. That is his frame ball. Nice unfortunate rub for Emmett there on the blue to create the snooker. He's having a tough time getting out of the snookers. Maybe just a little kink in the armor of the youngster. This is only his second Pan Am championship. He's really letting Emmett back into the frame. Doesn't want to hit the pink and get too much points. Now, take a look, Emmett. He was waiting for the ball to stop. Obviously, good point there when there's no referees at the table. The opponent acts as the referee, but you should let the ball come to a rest. Third attempt. Just missed it there again. So we got a little bit of a frame here. So I'm just clarifying the rules. I think Enrique thought it was just 3 attempts, 2 putbacks. Not in this part of the tournament. It's 4. 3 putbacks. So here comes his 4th attempt. That's a better shot. And it should roll up to be decently safe, but Emmett does have an opportunity to get behind that blue again. Well, 6 big points there too. Oh, he's so far ahead in this second frame, but being in some snookers has really hurt him. He's been unable to get out of them by not sacrificing minimal amount of points. So it's getting hard to watch for the youngster. He's up so much, but so many times things can quickly change, and now Ahmed taking a look. And it just now needs the brown and the blue. Let's give him that cue ball a deep stare. So Line cut to put us in the snooker's required stage. Okay, Emmett can't convert on the long blue. And he's brought that out for Enrique. And pink looks like a big ball here. Now, stun this. Double into the side. Just keep that head still. Don't swing it around, Enrique, if you're taking on a double. Listen for that pot to drop. Wow. What a comeback. It was his frame. Sacrificed a lot of penalty points. He was snookered. It's a thin black, tough against the cushion. Definitely gave it a go. Pressure now. This is out there. Definitely a possibility for Emmett. 57-57, black ball. Emmett to tie this match 1 frame apiece. Oh, it rattled in the jaws, and Emmett Karki takes that second frame, 64-57. We'll step aside. Coming up a very, very important frame 3 to see who will take a 2-1 advantage and be 1 frame away from victory. We'll see you in a few moments, everyone.
Use the bathroom. Use the bathroom.
And welcome back to our featured TV match here. It's day 2 of the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championship. Exciting one here with the youngest member of the tournament here, 15 years old, Enrique Faria, taking on Amit Karki. David Burney's in the booth. The chat is active and lively. Great to see. Put on your support. Either Enrique or Amit. Let them know. Got any comments, any questions? Feel free to fire anything our way. It's been a fun match to watch. Been impressed by a lot of things with this youngster. Future definitely looks really bright for Brazil. And it's going to get the cover there. Well, maybe there is the cover. The path isn't there for the potting angle. Done well not to go in off. Oh, just faltered a little bit there. So Ahmed can put his opponent back. Get him to shoot from there, which he will. There might be an angle to flick off the red and come up table. Might just slowly push this across. And we're going to have a re-rack. Both players not feeling anything's going to happen there. So usually it's the referee who tell the players if no progression is happening, he's going to call a re-rack. But with no referee, both players felt that nothing really was happening, so we'll start all over again.
It's the same frame.
And Enrique with breaking off with frame 3 redo. Early chance to the Brazilian. Needs a rest, but shouldn't be a problem. Come off the bulk cushion and could be on the blue into the right middle bag. He's just going to come off the green. Try to find the brown or the yellow. Oh, he's got a nice cue ball. Tight against that bulk cushion, and that's just an annoying piece of business there. Solid hit. Just unfortunate. There's a red on. He's really going to want to come back up for the blue. Just didn't have the angle, or just queuing over the red balls was going to make it tough. Flirting with that corner pocket, almost went in off. Don't think that's touching ball. Can be potted, but there's no real reward, so looks like Emmett will just flick off the reds and take his cue ball. Try and get it as tight to the bulk cushion as he can. Missed a trick there. He's left this red. It's 5 in the middle, the bottom. There's a shot to nothing there. As you can see, that red goes. Henri collecting for a different safety, and he's very successful. Don't think Emmett's going to go after any red in the middle, so it's potential danger of an in-off. Try to go for the pot. As he baited Henrique into this red. Tricky along the cushion, but these pockets have been very forgiving. Good work at that, so he's first in. He's got some reds to work with. Just want to gently roll this in. Just dead weight. Supposed to be a little bit more aggressive, playing firm. You don't want to, just come up short on pace. Knew there was an angle, obviously, for this blue as well. It takes discipline. It's got a nice red and good angle. It can kind of stun over for the black. Fortunate part being a red hand player. He's got to use the rest. He's got a bit of an angle to come back down. The black. He's in a tough position to keep the break going, so I just keep all his focus onto this black. Put it in, then run and hide. Nice 30 break by the youngster. He's got a 32 advantage in the third frame. Oh, he's giving him a mid-range red. This corner pocket. Right into the heart. Just a little too much zip there, but can roll this blue in. On the red, the opposite corner pocket. It's just near above the pink spot. Okay, he's got a red, nice angle, natural angle is going to keep him there for the pink with this red into the left middle. There's a pathway for this red as well. Have to run a little bit more for that red that's closer to the corner pocket. He's done so very nicely. draw or stun. Just 'cause he's low in the black. Very nicely done. Very nicely controlled. Natural angle. He'll be up on that red that's above the black into the opposite corner pocket where this black's going. Nicely controlled stuff here by the youngster. Only 15 years old, playing in his second Pan Am. Played down in Rio in 2023. Got a good taste of the competition. I see one mission accomplished. He's won a frame. Next mission is to win a match, and well, he's favorited in this frame. And I tell you, I think he possibly could take this match. You just got to keep his composure. I really enjoyed his temperament around the table. Just had to hit it with a bit of pace to get onto that ping, but he's got a 56 advantage. 67 on, so he's just not out of the woodwork just yet. Henri can get a chance with the red and the color. Put himself with position to. Amit would need snookers, but Amit's got a chance here. Taking this red and beyond the black. Some open red, so he can retort and be right back in this frame in a moment's notice. Well, Enrique, all he needs is red and a color. He'll be at the Snooker's required stage. Clipped his red by the blue spot. He's going for the green pocket. Oh, has he come and fluked it? Oh, he's going to stay out. And he's giving a little chance here for a Hammett. He's got a couple of reds to work with here. That's gonna hurt. It's red. It's Enrique's frame ball. Definitely like to put another red and black in, just to make sure his opponent doesn't come back to the table. Obviously when the frame is at your mercy, 55 points in it right now and 43 on the table. Ooh, those pockets really open up. Still potential lots of snooker left in this frame. But Amit's out of nuts, so that's a concession. So the 15-year-old Brazilian, Henrique Feria, has a 2-1 advantage. Big fourth frame. Amit needs to win it to force us into the decider. Or will the young 15-year-old get his first match win in a Pan American tournament? We'll be right back. Amit Karki breaking off the fourth frame. It's a nice long red, and he's on the black. Good starter for Henrique. He's going for the jugular there. Looks like it's got a nice red there. Pathway. Tough to tell about that red right of the black. So just going to take this red on. Come up for blue or pink. into it quite a bit. So we'll be playing for the green. So mid-range blue. Guess he's electing for this instead. Just playing it safe. He did have a red and thin cut. It would have gone back up to bulk as well. But perhaps just didn't fancy it. Just come a little close to that blue. Not sure if he's touching. If he's touching the blue, he can nominate the blue and shoot away. Or he can nominate a different color and make sure he hits that color first. Because if he... in any instance, if the blue moves, he'll be in trouble. Apologize for that little freeze there. Not sure what happened with the stream. A little glitch, but we're back. That pink. It's tough to tell. Is it blocking that? Really tough to see from our angle. I don't think actually it is. I think. Well, just selecting to play safe. Tells you that that pink looked like it did block the potting paths for that red. We are here at the Ariane Snooker Club in Sacramento, California. It's day 2 of the Open Championship. Come on down if you're in the neighborhood. Admission's free. Drinks are cool. The room has cooled down. Early in the seniors, they had a little problem with air conditioning, and boy, was it hot outside, and that transferred to hot temperatures inside. That's why you'll see a little bit of relaxed dress code with the players. Obviously, with a prestigious tournament like this, full dress is in order. The tournament director, Kevin Patrick, made an exception as the heat was very toasty. Might have forced him into take that pot. There's two on the left side and that one that's just poking out. Just don't see a clear safety. Maybe a thin cut here on that red. We would have liked a little flick on that red just to deaden the pace of the cue ball. Black's still on, but a little higher shot, a little bit more difficult. Let's see, for that he's got the blue. This is good, looking like a good opportunity here for Amit. Definitely needs to get this frame to put us into a decider. If you're in Enrique's corner, you just got to tell him everything this week is a learning experience. Don't get down if some of your expectations aren't met, but little victories. He does have a frame win. He's very close to a match win here. But he can't get ahead of himself too much. Did take Jason Williams, former Canadian national champion, to 2 black ball finals frames. So often than not, when we see players back against the wall, that's when they start producing the goods, just like Hammett has done in this 4th frame. But he got into that a bit too much. Doesn't have the easiest of shots. Usually happens when you get into that 20-30 region of a break. So our good friend Darren Taylor in the booth yesterday. So you can kind of get to a 30 break by luck sometimes, but you start getting 40s and half centuries, 60s, skill really becomes imperative. says 1,000 words there. Hammett not too happy with that. Enrique just trailing by 23. What can he make here? Angle on this red. And the top left corner is going to shoot him up towards the blue. Angle on this red. Come back for the blue. Just taking a quick look at the scoreboard. Oh, the in-off just did not want that at all. That stings. After I'd certainly thought about it, but Hammett back in. Real good chance to separate him from his opponent, maybe even win the frame. Oh. Can't believe it. Just hit the cushion before the pocket and spoiled the broth. That was a wild shot. Well, 26 in it. 35 on the table. Enrique sure has a chance to steal it, but that red's going to help Amit push us closer and closer to a decider. This black is his frame ball. Oh, he can't make it. Needed that. 27 on the table, 27 in it. Just maybe a little bit of patience for Enrique here. Has the path. Oh, can't get it. Get behind the black ball here off this yellow. Always trying to cut it in. Dangerous as he's left a long pot here. Like, I want to chat about things. The score is accurate. Not sure what they're discussing over there. But they've worked it out. And now we're in the snooker's required stage, but Enrique, he's not out of it yet. He will definitely be coming back down the table, so. I'm not trying to risk anything. That green was going, so that enough has pushed us into a decider. Can the young 15-year-old get his first match win in PAPSA history? We'll find out when we come back.
It allowed to submit itself. You started, right? Yeah. You broke first.
And we're back to this deciding frame between Amit Karki and Enrique Ferra. So Amit in first. This is going to be a true test of the youngster's character here. Oh, that was a good chance for the youngster. Players would like to get that black back on its spot. It's high up in the bulk area. It's pretty tight to the cushion there. These definitely are tricky shots. He's going to have perfect shape on that pink. That red was to fall, but unfortunately it did not. Red might have a red into the green pocket here. Does just drew back just a bit too much. Ooh, almost got that in the middle pocket. Would have been some shot, but it's given Meant another opportunity. Oh, can't believe it. What can Enrique make of this? He's got a good angle to. Just like to come gently off that bulk cushion beyond the black, get it back down on its spot. So mission accomplished. Red back into the business end of the table, or black it back into the business end of the table. Let's come all the way down the table there. There's a red in the middle. response for the emit miss. Stun up for another bulk color. We got the angle to zip it down. He's got the pink. Looking for the black. Trying to open up those reds. Well, nothing great. It's a nice recovery shot here to keep the break going. But he's had a good result. Got the snooker right behind the pink ball. Just trying to a longer rest here. Just an extension. Take this red into the green pocket. Might have just one more match on the TV table tonight. Might be Hassanine Olsentani against Lawrence Barbosa. Didn't get the cover there. Henrique does have a chance with this red to left middle, or even the left corner pocket. That's where he's going for, and sweet as sugar. Didn't even hit a cushion, went right in. Just falters on the yellow. That was a beautiful, beautiful red. Maybe just another lap around the table. So 31-10, 21 points in it for the young man from Brazil. Well, this is not going to go in, and he's going to leave it. just needs to settle his nerves. It's looking promising for the youngster. Just really needs to stun there, hold his nerves. Be a big match win for him. Be a big match for him tomorrow if he is able to win this one. He could get 2 match wins and be in the knockout phase. What an accomplishment that would be. Well done to cannon off that red. He's got the pink. That was his frame ball. 50 points in it. And 43 on the table. Enrique Faria set to get his first match win, I believe. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Stream chatters out there in the stream. I don't think he got a match win back in Rio in 2023. It's kind of nice. Pinky can just float over. I don't think Emmett's going to be coming back to the table. Just a quick glance at the board. You can just roll this red in nicely. Just needs an extra bit of tackle. Just missed it there. Oh, there's the handshakes. Big congratulations. The Brazilians and the Americans and the Canadians. And I think our friend from Trinidad Tobago giving this youngster a round of applause. 15-year-old Enrique Faria takes that match 3-2. An exciting one for him tomorrow. If he beats Ernest Basner, he's going to be moving on into the knockout phase. But enjoy your night, youngster. And we're going to step aside. We're going to go over to a different table while we set up our last TV match. We're not going to have commentary on this match between Cristiano Galesi and Rajneesh Bansal. And our last match will be Hassanain Al Santana and Lawrence Barbosa. Stand by for that, everybody.